You're traveling around the world on a massive ocean freighter, and somehow you're standing outside admiring the storm. Your friends rush out of the cabin. They're just about to stop you from doing something incredibly stupid when a massive wave slams into the ship. You're instantly swept straight into the deep ocean. The world spins violently around you. Through the chaos, you barely make out your teammates getting dragged down too. When you wake up again, you find yourself lying on a hillside. Down below, a group of creatures is moving around. They're walking upright, and somehow, they don't look like wild animals. Still, just to be safe, you stay hidden and watch them closely. But once you get a better look, there's no doubt about it. They're human. At that moment, one thing hits you. You didn't just wake up somewhere strange. You time traveled. Yeah, you're 1.8 million years in the past. The Homo Erectus standing in front of you belongs to that early human wave that left Africa, spread deep into Eurasia. You're already thinking about walking over to say hi to your ancient relatives. Don't. Seriously, calm down. Because different Homo erectus populations went down very different evolutionary paths. Still, you can quietly trail behind them. By this point, Homo erectus already knows how to use stone tools well. Most predators would rather not mess with a whole group of them, so staying close is probably safer, as long as they don't notice you. Because these groups are fiercely territorial, and strangers are definitely not welcome. So yeah, following them without getting caught is going to be harder than it sounds. But then you think it over. Getting hit by a rock is still better than getting eaten by wild animals. So you decide to follow them back to their cave. Unfortunately, you're wrong again. Homo erectus in this era didn't really have a habit of living in caves. Most of the time, they set up camp near rivers instead. After an exhausting day, you decide to sleep nearby for the night. When you open your eyes again, you think you've run into another Megantherion. Nope, that's a Dinofelis. But it looks weak, almost like it's begging for help. You turn around and spot several dark shapes closing in. They're Pachycrocuta. Unlike modern hyenas, these things are roughly lion-sized and once roamed across much of Eurasia. You think there's no way out this time, but luckily, one of your teammates shows up just in time and cuts the Pachycrocuta off. Then the rest of your team arrives to back you up. So you decide to take the gentle route and scare the Pachycrocuta away instead. But just as the Pachycrocuta finally retreat, you turn around and realize a few Homo erectus have been watching the whole thing. You're just about to say hi when they panic and run off like they've just seen monsters. Maybe they were scared of that Dinofelis. After all, Homo erectus in this era probably still hadn't mastered how to make fire on demand, and against a monster like that, they wouldn't stand much of a chance. Good thing your whole team has finally made it. Now it's time to figure out how you're all getting home.